If you have a regular tendency to second guess your decisions, it's likely because you don't have a system. And that's a problem that many people don't realize they have. High performers don't get stuck because they lack information. They mostly or most often get stuck because they don't have a system to manage all of the information that's coming at them. So they react to all the noise, the clickbait headlines, YouTube shorts, to what just happened. And then they start second guessing themselves. They seek more information to gain some level of clarity, but they actually never gain clarity because they're searching for more information. And in this current economic environment, operating without a system to make decisions becomes a huge liability. At the end of the day, uncertainty isn't going away. It becomes actually a baseline. So if you're waiting for things to go back to normal, that assumption is going to be probably costly. We're not going back. Markets are shifting faster, data signals are conflicting, and certainly policies are changing without warning or fanfare, without mainstream media even telling us. They just change. The reality is that reacting never really works. And that's why high performers don't rely on gut feelings or instincts on their own. They actually build or upgrade their operating system. And by upgrading your operating system, I don't mean software, but it's a way of thinking. It's a set of rules that you use to guide your decisions when real clarity just doesn't seem available. So an upgrade to your operating system does a few really important things. First, it reduces decision fatigue. You're not starting from scratch every time something changes. You already know what matters, what doesn't, what triggers the action you're going to take or not, and what you're going to ignore. So just that alone removes a lot of friction. Secondly, it creates consistency. It doesn't mean being rigid. And what I mean is by consistency in how you make those decisions when the decisions themselves start to change. That's what keeps you effective across different economic or business cycles and environments that are happening. Third, it separates identity from outcomes. You're not right or wrong based on one decision. You focus on the quality of your process. Did I follow my rules? Did I reach out to a trusted resource for a different perspective? Did I leave some breathing room to adjust should it not be going the way I want? And then that shift alone is in your mindset, actually removes the emotional overreaction that we can all get dragged into. And finally, it makes uncertainty manageable, not necessarily comfortable or even predictable, but a path to follow. So here's the shift. Stop asking what's going to happen next and start asking, how do I respond or operate no matter what happens? Because when your operating system is clear, you don't shut down, you don't chase, you don't wait for permission. You actually move with intention, deliberately, and then you adjust where it's needed. You stay in action without taking unnecessary risks. And that's what my attention for this series is all about. It's not about predictions or hot takes, not about clickbait. It's just a better way of thinking in an economic environment that seems to want to pull you into emotional reactions. Over time, that compounds into just making better decisions, more consistency, less stress, fewer regrets, coulda, shouldas, and most importantly, control, including self-control, because you designed your operating system to keep yourself in line with what matters to you. The goal isn't certainty, it's competency inside uncertainty. If this YouTube video has shifted how you're thinking about what's happening right now, please subscribe, like, and even comment. This channel is about decision making. It's about investing, creating a financial future, and staying effective when certainty isn't available. I want to hear from you. Where are you feeling the most pressure to react right now in this economic environment? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next episode.